Helena Sampson, and I'm here today with Charles Darwin, and I'm interviewing him on the theory of evolution. Would you care to join me on the couch?
Hello, Helena. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Pleased to be here. What is your first question?
Oh, my first question is, can you please tell me about the theory of evolution?
Why, sure. That's one of my favorite topics to talk about evolution. It's actually from a book I wrote some years ago in 1859 called On the Origin of Species. Essentially, evolution is described, or I like to call it as a process of descent with modification, wherein animals or people, as they change over millions of years, actually 6 million years humans have been here, and as they change, certain behaviors and certain parts of their body and certain things that they do change and evolve.
Interesting.
Yes, I think so.
What is natural selection?
That's a good question. Natural selection is whereby nature and us, animals, humans, plants even, have certain things that they need to help them survive. A long time ago, millions of years ago, people had big teeth and fur that helped them survive. But as they no longer needed them, they shed those traits and they no longer have fur on our bodies or big teeth like we used to have. And the things that we shed are called vestiges, and those are the parts of the body we no longer need to survive. And the parts that we do need are become more important and evolve over time as well.
Can you give me 2 examples of things Homo sapiens lost?
Sure. I like that you use the word Homo sapien. That is the technical or scientific term for a human being, which we are. 2 things that have evolved are actually the thing that you're sitting on, which you don't know. You have a tailbone called a coccyx. And back in the day when we evolved from primates or monkeys and we lived in trees, we needed tails to help us survive and swing from branches. We no longer need them, and you no longer have a tail, but you have a bone. And actually, when you're a baby, you still have a little tail inside when you're forming. The other thing that has changed is your teeth, and I mentioned that before. Well, before there was fire and before there was tools, you and we, millions of years ago, ate a lot of plants, and we needed big jaw bones and big teeth. But as we made tools and learned how to use fire and ate different food, our jaw bones got smaller and our teeth got smaller.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
Can you please give me an example of a trait Homo sapiens kept over time?
Yes. Do you know when you get cold, you feel something, little bumps on your arm? You know what goosebumps, yes. So goosebumps are a good example of a trait that we still have, that we sort of need, because used to be that would be to tell us that there was something to be afraid of. So it would be a warning sign. Now it just tells us when we are cold.
Like a predator was around?
Like a predator, good term, yes. Something that could harm us or come and eat us.
What is your favorite quote to sum up the idea of natural selection?
That is a wonderful question. I love quotes, and I have so many quotes. Let me think about that. I think probably my favorite quote, Helena, is that it's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but actually the most responsive to change. Because the word of evolution comes from the word evolve, to change. So it's not the smartest, not the bravest, not the strongest, but the species that changes is the one that survives.
So basically, if you change, then you will survive, but if you don't, then you're not going to.
That's true. So yes, what is the title of your project? Change or
Die.
That's actually true. Change or Die. It has been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helena.
Goodbye, Charles
Goodbye.
Darwin.